Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of Talvon Talks. This is Talvon, bringing you another edition on racism. Let's fucking talk about it. Let's go. Let's drop all of the channeling the voice. Let's. I'm going against everything that I usually portray in my other videos because certain things need to be addressed and everything does not need to be sugarcoated. Some things you have to just give with straight, no chaser. Okay? So, racism and July 7th. I'm going to incorporate some other things as well. I'm going to start off by saying this. I made an insensitive comment when Kobe Bryant died. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, his family, his friends, his associates, his loved ones. My heart is saddened for anyone who passes away. However, I put on my Facebook page that I was going to give Facebook a break that day and that week because of how much the world was in uproar when it came to the passing away of one of our own being, yes, being black, one of our own being in the culture, one of our own being an athlete, one of our own being a celebrity, one of our own being a human being on the face of this earth. Okay, because when you conclude things, you have to conclude everything, not just those minor details. Everybody did an uproar when it came to Nipsey. But y'all don't give a fuck about everybody that's passing away now. Y'all want to Black Lives Matters and say when this person and make an uproar and everything like that. People die every fucking single day. Why is it any different when it's a monument or someone that was in our direct circle? You know how insensitive that is? You know how many other people passed away on that plane? And I'm being very passionate about it, and I'm speaking in a derogatory manner because of the passion that is behind it. Because my own culture, black people, make me sick sometimes. Everybody has something to say that week, that day. Oh, appreciate your loved ones and say you're sorry and don't forget to do this and don't forget to do that and we gotta come together. Y'all don't give a fuck about that shit. Y'all only care about that shit when somebody dies. Why are you waiting till somebody fucking dies in order to make a change? Why are you waiting for somebody to die in order to do this? You live next to your cousin, your brother, your sister, 45 minutes away, 30 minutes away, within the city, close, and you haven't seen them for years. I know it's a fact because it's happened and it's out there every day. People live right close to each other and they won't even go and see them. 30, 45 minutes, what does that take? When you'll drive a 45-minute distance across the town or just to go have a good time or just to go to an event or just to go have some food. The things and the behaviors that black people and the culture displays sometimes is just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. It's unbelievable. Like it doesn't make sense. So let's talk about it. Let's put it all on the table. Why July 7th? Why July 7th? I noticed y'all motherfuckers ain't shit July 4th. That's when y'all need to be doing it. Y'all need to be doing this shit when it matters. Why is everybody congregating on July 7th not spending any money? But you're going to spend money on July 6th. And you're going to spend money on July 8th. You're going to have a big ass celebration on July 4th. What does it fucking matter of July 7th one day? You think anybody else going to be spending money? And you think that they still not about to be taking money from you that day? Mentally, emotionally, physically, and not even that, by just whatever, overdraft fees, something that you can't even, something that's automatically coming out of your bank account. Because don't trust and believe that you're not going to just be able to not spend money. You're going to spend something. People eat out every single day. You going to pack your meal? You going to be that prepared? I don't think so. Because I could tell you one thing. Black people can't even come together to have a organized event at times. And not everybody, but for the most part, it's some things that black people can't even join together to do to make something go successful 100% from beginning to end. Like I said, I'm not speaking of everybody, but just the ones, the ignorant ones that don't know or they're just doing things just to be doing them. Why the fuck are you going to congregate? Why are you going to do this? Why are you going to go out and risk your life like that for somebody that has already passed away, for the something of the damage that has already been done? That doesn't make sense to me. All you're going to do is have more attention on you, more spotlights on you. The cops are going to pull up. You're going to be mad. You're going to be aggressive. They're going to be aggressive back. They're going to knock you in your fucking mouth. Then you're going to think that you have a opportunity to say something because they did that. No, you are being rowdy. You are misconduct, loitering, all of these different laws that are in place that they can easily say that you're doing, that you should not be doing in order to take action. Now, if you want to go law for law, you got to know your laws. If you want to go blow for blow, you got to know what you, and even still then, of course, you can see as this is going on, who has the upper hand at the end of the day. So excuse my aggression, excuse my my profanity and stuff like that. But when it comes to a place of passion, I choose to allow whatever that comes out of my mouth to come out of my mouth, because I am in my own space. I am on my channel. If you don't want to hear it, that's fine. You can change the channel, or you can choose to fast forward or not, or choose not to hear it. But for me, I am in my quarters. I am educating. I am I am venting, and I am purging myself educationally in my own quarters to where I'm not hurting anyone. Like I said, profanity or not, like I said, I'm a work in progress. I've said it from jump. This is how I choose to express myself, and people say that sometimes when you use profanity, that's a way that you do not know how to express yourself. That's their opinion. That's fine. However, some people need to hear it in this aggressive, derogatory manner, because that's the only way that it's going to come across. We have an election coming up. Are you going to go vote? I've heard that it may be skipped. That's fine. You can still mentally be prepared. Okay, I'm seeing all this type of stuff. Like, why are you giving this stuff power and energy? I'm a single mother. I have a son that's black, and I'm fearful of him. Okay, living in fear ain't going to do nothing. Living in fear is not going to get him across the stage. Living in fear is not going to educate him. That's what you should be doing. You should be educating him on everything that's going on. Like, everybody knows, like, you know, what's going on. But do you know what's going on? Like, why are we talking about it and why are we not being about it? Like, that is the most stupidest act, to write about something, to get something off your chest, just to get it off your chest, just to have something to say and not back it up. And even if you are backing it up, that's fine. That's fine. Back it up, keep backing it up, and continue to push forward. That's fine. You see another black child on the street, pray for him. That's all great. But let's not give this power, like blowing up Facebook with all these posts and stuff like that. It's not doing anything but just putting more negative, highlighting the issue. Like, we've all heard these sayings before. Move in silence. Do this, do that, do that. I even actually seen a post the other day that said, you don't have to move in silence if your circle is positive around you. That's true. But you're not going to be broadcasting everything you're doing. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because everybody's not going to be happy for you. And even if they are happy for you, sometimes things are not meant to be said. So what can we do about it? 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 We can continue to teach our children. We can continue to make sure of their circle, their people, their places, their things. Because while y'all doing all this nonsense about preaching this, preaching that, preaching this, preaching out, and then y'all allowing y'all child to go here, y'all allowing y'all child to go there, y'all not watching y'all children, y'all not looking at them phones, what they're watching, all that is, all that, you have to take all that into consideration. Because if not, it's one little strand that gets loose, And it happens. Like I said, it can happen to anyone. But as soon as you're not paying attention, that's when something happens. As soon as you stop paying attention, that's when they're going here, they're going there, whatever like that. And like I said, you could even be the perfect parent. Things are going to happen. Your child is going to go through their own journey. You can't stop that. So being fearful is not going to do anything but stunt your growth on teaching your child through and throughout 110% the things that they shouldn't do, the things that they should be doing. Like, instead of making these damn viral videos go viral, won't you write a fucking book and make that go viral? Won't you be productive and pour your time into something else? How many hours are you on Facebook? How many hours are you on Instagram? How many hours in time do you spend sitting up here sending these viral videos or these videos, that's unproductive? It's just unproductive. While your time is just lapsing. You're just sitting there watching videos and your time is just lapsing. I've been guilty of it. However, I'm not going to lie about that. I waited till I was completely done with all of my schooling and certain things like that before I even entertained any of that mess. Because my friends used to send that to me too, and they could be a witness that I wasn't even engaging in that. They would send me videos, and then it'll take me about a whole week or 2 weeks or a month just to look at it. I'm not using my time to watch those stupid ass videos of somebody doing something stupid, a cinnamon challenge or whatever, Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Some of it is entertaining. Some of it, yes, we use to unwind. We use to get us through the day. We use it to get us from point A to point B. Yes, I love humor. I am the biggest advocate when it comes to humor and laughing about something that's serious that should be taken serious, but I rather laugh than cry. I'm actually, like I said, probably worse than it at others when it comes to the humor, because I look at it in one light first, and then I'm like, oh shit, well, and then look at it like that, which is, sometimes it could be a flaw, but for me, that's how I get past and through things. Music, a let out. Dancing, a let out. Like, start filling your day with hobbies. You come home, you're tired, go the fuck to sleep. Do something else. Straighten up something. Start planting something like that. But entertaining a multitude of people that's not positive with videos and posts and just like unnecessary, and like it all does not matter. But soon as something happens, you want to jump on a bandwagon and have something to say. But what are you really doing behind the scenes? That's all this video is about. Sitting up here making you and myself aware of what's really going on. Because I'm telling you, the deaths, they're fucking killing black people every fucking day. You're not going to be able to change it. You're not going to be able to control it. It's fucking COVID-19. You're not going to be able to control it. Why are you giving fucking power to stuff that you can't control? Point A, B, C, blank, the period, all that. Why are you giving power to something that you cannot control? I'm a fucking black man. I've been living for 31 motherfucking years. Ain't shit ever happened to me. I have not even had a run-in with the motherfucking police. Not negatively. And okay, yes, I've been young. I've been pulled over, not driving, me being in the back seat, me being in places and that I shouldn't been. That God allowed me to get past that situation. I've never been locked up. I've learned from other people and places in my life that showed me that that's not where I wanted to be. You never say never, but hey, I'm not trying to be there. You know what I mean? So I do the things in the background scenes, not to put myself in the environment, people, places, or things to control what's going on here. Like I said, even walking down the street, yes, I am a target. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm black. You can't miss me. I wear weave sometimes. All that. Like I know what it is, but I don't allow that to deter my life of stunting my growth on what I'm going to do in my life, the goals that I'm going to achieve, and the things that I'm going to do and the places that I'm going to go. So We really just gotta open our eyes. Cause I'm not gonna lie, my mom sheltered me a lot, and she sheltered just our whole family, me and my brother, but in a way to where she didn't want us out on the streets. You know, of course, my brother may have dibbled and dabbled in the streets. I'm not gonna lie, we both were in the streets, to be honest, but in different ways. And she did her best to prevent that. And of course, like I said, children, kids, they're gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna live their lives. They're gonna make their own bumps and bruises in the road, and you're gonna have to allow that to happen to progress them to the next level. And that's just what it is. But we need to look at all the other things that's going on around us, you know, and also look at this as a blessing and look at this as a compliment or whatever like that. Yes, they're doing negative things. Yes, they're doing fucked up things in the government and everything else or whatever like that. But at the end of the day, evidently our culture has something that is looked upon as a threat, unfortunately. You know, our melanin, our skin, we don't burn, okay? Like just look at all of the things. Like let me just say that one more time. Our melanin, like just to even stop at that. We can go so close to the sun and not be burnt. Do you know what that means? Do you know how powerful our skin is? And yes, our money is powerful too. But do you know how powerful we are? So all you have to do is line up your physical state that God put in you. Yeah. Seriously, like for real. I just got chills. Like seriously, line your physical up with your mental and see where you go and see where you find yourself. You gotta let that anger go, let that pain go. I promise you there's a difference between us, because there is a difference between us. There is a difference between us. I never even had a racist bone in my body because of just the diversity that I was raised around. Even being up north is so diverse. You have Indians, Africans, Mexican, Hispanic. Of course, Mexican, Hispanic is the same thing. Hindu. Like, come on now. You have so many different diversions of culture that's surrounded around you. So even when you go to school, you're subjected around so many different things. Now, of course, I'm not making this the north to south thing. I'm not making this a black or white thing, but I'm just making it all aware. You have to be aware. I feel like sometimes the South is just so deeply engrossed or whatever like that, in tune to their stuff, their culture, their whatever like that. I mean, like, what do you have to offer but Southern hospitality or like that? But this family oriented lifestyle of everybody coming over and eating and cooking and the doors being left open or whatever like that. And that's all beautiful, but you can't see your own sister that lives down the street. Because I noticed that too. Like, let's all put it all on the table. Let's put it all on the table. We need to be taking note of some of these Hispanics that are sticking together. You know why they stick together? Because they're a minority like blacks. The only difference between them and us is they're still fucking segregated. They're still looked at and they're still looked down upon. Think about it. And see how blacks treat Mexicans, and see how blacks treat Asians and stuff like that. And you go into these salons and you think that you're privileged and stuff like that, and you sitting up here, ooh, I was about to stick my whole foot in the camera because I'm relaxed, I have my shoes off. But seriously, you go to a salon and you feel privileged or whatever like that, and you want these people to do your nails and stuff like that, and all like this and stuff like that, and demanding and stuff like that, and just their attitudes. Black people feel superior when they walk into a salon. Tell me not. Tell me a black woman do not feel superior when they go to a salon and they're sitting up there and getting their pampered, their nails done, and somebody on their back and somebody on their neck and everything like that, and you're paying money. But at the end of the day, they winning. At the end of the day, they are winning, and you looking like a complete ass with all that extra attitude and this and that. Like I said, not everybody, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about when them people go up in there and they act a certain way because they feel entitled. They got a little bit of money and they trying to spend it, whatever like that. You are trying to look nice. You are trying to look nice, and you are receiving a service. These folks could really fuck you up and put some of that toxic shit up underneath your nails and see what the fuck you go up underneath your nails. And I told y'all, like I said, everything went out the window when I started this video. All that channeling, like I said, I talk very, very fast. My mind moves way faster than my mouth and my body at times. But like I said, I am purging. I am frustrated and upset for the entire nation because I want us as blacks and as the black culture to get it the fuck together, and I want us as a nation as a whole to get it together. Because at the end of the day, Hispanics, whites, they ain't no motherfucking better or whatever like that. Like I said, I could pull everybody's card, and I'm doing it right now. Like I said, I'm not just sitting up here antagonizing us. This is not blacks badgering blacks. This is not like I said, sometimes we are our worst advocates when it comes to other cultures and stuff like that. Because when we get a title or we get this or we get that, it seems like we treat our own kind the worst. And y'all know I'm not lying, because tell me that when Shaquita get a motherfucking title, she not sitting up there and all this or whatever like that, sitting up there kissing up to whoever, the white man, whatever you want to call it or whatever like that. And at the end of the day, she's still getting a raggedy ass paycheck that's less than that's damn near the same as you or less than you or about the equal. So why is she or he treating you less than? I'm not trying to be funny or whatever like that. They do it in their own culture. Hispanics treat Hispanics the same way sometimes. You ever notice how they seemingly degrade each other or whatever like that, or put each other down, or when they're delegating, they just say do and they just act or whatever like that. Now let the black person tell another black person that it's going to be 2 and 3 questions, a why, and a look and slightly an attitude, and then it's going to get done. Like, why it got to be all that or whatever like that? You know what I'm saying? Even Africans or whatever like that. Why is that? Why do men carry that aggression, that natural aggression and anger and stuff like that? You know, like I asked one of my hairstylists the other day, and she said she don't know. So it's not that I'm pointing fingers and that I'm saying stuff that I'm not sure about. I know these things from being observant. I know these things from being international. I know these things from having international friends. So pardon my French and pardon my aggression and pardon my anger and pardon me being upset. However, like I said, there's certain things that don't need to be sugarcoated. There's certain things that you need to get off your chest, you need to get across, and however it comes off, that's how it comes off. There are certain things that do not need to be sugarcoated. And this is just what it is, because at the end of the day, this is a message. It's going to reach somebody and be a blessing. It's going to reach somebody and it's going to save a life. It's going to reach somebody and it's going to deter them from going to that place where anything could have happened. You know, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter with the posters and shit like that. And then you sitting up here killing your fucking self with the pipe, with this, with that, with drugs, slowly. Like, think about your entire picture and fucking change it. That's where it starts. Obama should have taught y'all that. He was in office for all that time. He should have taught y'all something. Yet he comes out, does all of this, and we're still living the same. He came out and there was a slight change, and then fuckery came and unchanged everything. Now, like I said, you can take that fuckery, and that could be anybody. That could be our current president. That could be whoever. But I'm just saying that he came and made some minute changes. Because, like I said, put it to anybody else, and oh, he didn't do nothing. Put it to anybody else, and oh, that's because that man has to go through certain guidelines to do A, B, and C like that before this can even go into effect. And y'all know that. That man don't got full power. Everybody knows that. Okay? It's not never going to be ever what it's going to be. Okay? Like, this is not even being negative. This is being factual. You know, somebody once told me that even with them being African American and them having a double master's degree, he or she that will be named, that will remain nameless, said that they would, that we as a culture would never equate to Caucasians. And I heard that statement, and I mean, I didn't really have anything to say. I don't really want to be equal with Caucasians. For what? I can play their game. I can speak their language. I can be observant. I can approach them. So why would I want to be equal or to someone else that society perceives as being different? I love everybody. I know a lot of every bit of culture. So that's why I have no problem even speaking the way I'm speaking on this video, because I know when it reaches wherever it reaches, anybody that comes back at me with a rebuttal, I can come right back at them educationally, saying if they have a question, answering it. And let's just leave it at that, because they don't have no time for arguing, and there's no time for the back and forth, and you can agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, I'm making it aware that the black community needs to change their mentality, and that's where it starts. That's where it starts, because I'm telling you, racist does not racist is out there, but it lives more in your mentality, and it lives more in you than it does on these streets. Because I'm telling you, as soon as you put that in your mentality, that's when it happens. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've experienced racist situations. I've experienced racist vibes. I didn't know those things exist. But however, like I said, I was sheltered to a point to where I didn't even want to think about it. I didn't think about it. I wasn't aware of it because it wasn't happening. And then as I got older, I did experience some things. And then I've also observed and seen things on the outside looking in that also made me aware. Other than that, I have had no issues directly with certain things. And I can say that between me being blessed and me choosing the environments that I have been in, and even the way that you speak to people, and even the way you perceive things, I'm trying to tell y'all, we got to stop fucking reacting. We got to stop giving power. And that's what I mean by giving power. We got to stop giving power to things that don't matter. When I say that, you have got to stop entertaining. Let me say it that way, because people don't understand the giving power. But that's what it is. When you entertain something that's not fucking important, you're giving power to it. That entity is taking over to a whole different level that's sometimes can go beyond you or be beyond you. And then you don't know what to do. Like, why are we all in this confused state? Human beings are not even supposed to be in a mental state like this, to where they don't know what's going on. They don't know their next moves for a long period of time, because that's what happens. Depression happens. Crime starts happening. People start breaking into people's homes. It's already happening now. Okay, same thing when the Great Depression happened or whatever like that. The economy went down. Everybody was out and stuff like that, and people started breaking the windows and busting into stores and companies and organizations. The same shit is going to happen now if we don't get our mental states together. And I'm talking about on an entire level. What is your hustle? What is your mentality? Are you unemployed? If you are, what's your next move? Are you out there looking for a job? You saying that it has to be essential, whatever like that. But I mean, come on now. Let's get a hobby. Let's get y'all got to be creative. I'm telling you. You got to be creative. If you need help, reach out to me. I'm telling you. Be interactive. Chime in. Allow me to help you. Again, I like to think of myself as an emotional and mental philanthropist. I'm not a original philanthropist because the original philanthropist is there financially. I cannot be there financially for anyone. However, if you have a question, I'm sure to answer it the best way I can. And if I can't answer it, I will tell you that I can't answer that. That's something that you have to figure it out. But I will damn sure get you close to that decision making, to that next step. If you're not unemployed, thank God. Count that as a blessing. If you're on unemployment, count that as a blessing. Don't be foolish with the money. Don't be foolish with your decision making, taking trips here, and you have to live off of this. Because come a time or a place to where this is your now norm, and this is what you're doing, and this is what's happening for a long period of time. What are you going to do when those bills start exceeding your income? Think about it like that. So take this money, invest it. Take this money, save it. Take this money, put it in a CD. As I was talking about previously in my video, I'm trying to think of the video, y'all. I'm trying to put everything in the context. However, like I said, when this is a place of passion, I'm following and I'm being a little bit organized, but it's okay to be all over the place sometimes. But I did speak about previously in one of my videos, putting money into a CD, which is a certain account that allows your money to grow interest, okay? I can't say it enough. I can't stress it enough that our decisions now, your decisions now will affect you in the future. Your decision now today will affect you tomorrow. Your decision tomorrow will affect you a year from now. What are you doing to change your tomorrow? What are you doing to change your future? Because for damn motherfucking sure is not giving power or entertaining something that you can't fucking control on Facebook. Okay? So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I felt as though that I needed to go on a public rant, and not only for myself, but for the confused, for the uninformed, for the unknowledgeable, for the people that are not aware of what they are doing, thinking they are doing something, thinking they are bringing light to something, when there's not fucking anything happening behind typing words, and then you going and having a fucking slice of pizza thereafter, or you going and doing something thereafter, or going about your business thereafter. That's not doing anything. Yet you are so high and mighty on wanting a change. You are worried about your son. You are worrying about the next random motherfucker that you don't even know. Yes, it sounds insensitive coming out of my mouth or whatever like that, but that's because I can say that because I'm living it every fucking day. I'm a black man and it's never going to change. So if there's anybody that fucking should be scared, it's me, and I'm not fucking scared. I am not fearful for my life at all. I am not fearful of my life. I am very excited about what's going on in the next years to come that I'm going to make happen, me and God, through doing in prayers, because you can't just sit up there and think that something's going to happen overnight. Something's going to happen at a time to where you're not doing anything. You can't expect for shit just to come and knock on your door like Amazon. Okay, like I'm making humor about it, but at the end of the day or whatever like that, it's your decision to make things happen and change. Because if not, then it's like, what the fuck are you doing? So I'm going to go ahead and conclude. And I hope that you all are encouraged, are blessed, are educated. And remember that life is inevitable through life experiences, knowledge, and understanding. Thank you for joining.